of the meeting. So firstly, as I mentioned before, it's time for Eva Rekosz, our project coordinator from MCICT. Eva, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Will you share the slide with the project?
I don't have the main presentation. I don't know if you can share your
Okay,
screen.
let me just do it. Yep. Okay, no problem. Let me just do it. Okay. All right. Just one moment, I will do it. Just a second. Oh, wow. Sorry about that. Let me just find it. Okay, I'll start with yes, here. Can you see it?
Yes, we can see it.
Yes.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, yes. Perfect. Okay, so our project, our Ingenious, is a very ambitious Eurocluster project lasting for 36 months. Our consortium is built of 4 clusters from different part of Europe and the different sectors. But basically, we concentrate on energy intensive industries. Plus, we would like to help SMEs in development and adoption, innovative technologies and products to become more resilient, green, and digital. So far, what we did, we identified 7 challenges around which we will build our innovation grant program. Azucena will talk about the innovation grants, which are the most, I think, which are the most important and most interesting part of the project, especially for the SMEs. We will also offer internationalization grants for expanding the markets. And as at the beginning, we mentioned the training vouchers. Also, among our activities, we have the series of 8 workshops. Today, we have a 6th workshop. We try to have the topics related to the challenges, and we try to build the workshops among the agenda with the solution providers, but also with the sometimes with the challenge owner. So far we are quite successful. We've been visited by over 150 participants, which is very, very impressive. We're very happy, and thank you for being here with us today. We will also train ourselves because for the adoption, for the digitalization and Industry 4.0 and become more green, we also need to upskill ourselves, and we need to also be more aware of how to help our members. Our website is almost ready. We will have it, probably we will have a grand opening within 1 week. And there are different dates for different grants. So stay tuned. We are very active on social media, and we will have all the relevant information on our website. So this is a very short presentation of the project. Thank you very much, and hopefully we will have a great workshop today. Thank you.
Thank you, Eva. Thank you very much. Now time for Azucena, and the most important part of this project is the cascade funding for SMEs. In this case, Ingenious project is the only project the only project approved by the European Commission focused exclusively in energy-intensive industries, and with this cascade open call that we are about to open, we want to reinforce the capabilities and the possibilities of this sector in order to improve the competitiveness. And for that, we have designed the open call that my colleague Azucena Jiménez is going to present to all of you.
Okay, then I will share my screen with the presentation. Okay, can you see it?
It's coming. Yeah, putting in full screen.
Are you seeing it properly? Okay. So the way we have Ingenious of funding projects is with the innovation grants. The innovation grants have total financial support of 1 million euros. So the objective of these innovation grants are funding innovative and collaborative projects in the area of energy-intensive industries. How we will do it? The financial support of the innovation grants go directly to support the SMEs in the development of projects. So helping SMEs to accelerate the implementation of the digitalization and green transformation. It's not working. Okay. So the proposals of the projects must be afforded. Can be different. Can be focused from different points of view. Either can be affordable, clean, and efficient technology solutions, or the development of new business models, or innovating on services, technology, and production lines, or even opening new markets. So the projects must be in the TRL level from 6 to 9, and the duration of the projects are 12 months. This duration is fixed, so always 12 months. So who can apply? The SMEs must apply for these projects in consortia of 2 to 3 SMEs. Yes, SMEs can be beneficiaries. The SMEs can belong to the energy-intensive industry field, or can be also providers of solutions for this energy-intensive industry field towards green and digital transition and resilience. You have to take into account that even if just SMEs can be beneficiaries, other organizations as bigger companies in university, other kind of organization can be also joining these projects as, for instance, by subcontracting or even without funding. The consortium composition, as I say, can be of 2 to 3 SMEs. So one of the SMEs must be a challenge owner, and one also must be a solution provider. Then if you are talking about a consortium of 3 SMEs, the third SMEs can be either the challenge owner or a solution provider. Concerning the funding, you have here the budget. So the maximum funding per SMEs is 60,000 euros. So if you are talking about a consortium of 3 SMEs, you will have in total a maximum funding of 180,000 euros. The financial support is lump sum, so you don't have to justify bills or tickets, but you just have to justify the fund, the budget you ask for with the results and the work during the project. The payments are state as you can see here. At the very beginning, when you sign the grant agreement, you will have 50% of the as pre-funding. Then after 6 months and after validation of an intermediate report, there is a 25% plus. And at the end, after the year of the project and after the validation of the final report, the other 25% remaining. So here you have timeline. So the key dates, important dates are here. So the open call is gonna be open from the 2nd of May till 14th of July. Then we will have the Ingenious team. So the 4 clusters will have some time for reviewing this application, and please take into account that there will be no rectification time. So be sure that all the application or all the documents are correctly filled, because then there is no rectification time. After from 1st of September, the evaluators that are going to be independent and external from the 4 clusters will have a time for the assessment till the end of October, and then the awarded projects, depending on the funding available and also the ranking list provided by evaluators, will have from 1st of November till half of December for the signature of the grant agreement. The kickoff of the project will be the 1st of January till the 31st of December of 2024. So all this information and more to come is gonna be in the web page that Eva introduced before. Very soon available. I can be your contact point from the cluster Meta Industry. So here you have my email address, and also you will have also a contact point from the other 3 clusters, depending if it is easier for you to contact your more closest contacts. So I think I have done all the information, but I will be available if you want to make me any other inquiries or send me any email. Thank you very much. I will now stop sharing the screen.
Thank you very much, Azucena, for the information. I would like to remark that as far as we know, this funding scheme is the most attractive funding scheme of the 30 Eurocluster projects that are working, that are running in this moment, with the maximum amount that we can offer to SMEs for developing projects. So taking in account for submit your project and your ideas. Now we will pass to the next part of the workshop. That is the most important part. Is the inspiration part with for experience for examples of different companies that are working in energy intensive industries value chain sector that are our guests today. Firstly, I would like to give the room to Mr. Juan Luis Carús. He's the R&D manager of TSK, one of our main companies in Meta Industry 4. And Juan Luis, the floor is yours.
Are you hearing me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Well, so first of all, thank you. Well, okay. So first of all, thank you very much for taking me into account and taking well our enterprise into account to to participate in this event. Our idea here is to talk about our experience and mainly our experience using digital technologies to have efficient and sustainable innovation. Well, TSK is a technological and service company. We offer efficient, sustainable, and digital solutions, and we are mainly working in the industrial and power sectors. Well, some of our figures, we have more than 35 years of experience. Now we are around 1,200 employees. We have also a turnover around 1,000 million euros, and we have experience working in more than 50 countries. We are working mainly in Europe, but also we have a lot of work out of Europe. Well, we have a very important sectors diversification, taking into account our history and the years that we have been working. But taking into account all the sectors in where we are working, the energy is the most important sector because it's in fact one of our main business lines, and it represents around 75% of the company. Our idea always is work to develop a novel solution, trying to help our customers in things related to energy efficiency and overall related to decarbonization. We are always working trying to create solutions based on cost reduction, productivity increase, energy savings, trying to decrease the environmental impact of the industry, and also trying to improve the working conditions of the working, trying to evolve from the Industry 4.0 to the Industry 5.0. Well, we have several business lines. Business line specialized in power, gas to power, digital innovation, handling, electrical infrastructure, industry, and environment. In this case, I'm going to focus the presentation in the digital innovation department because it is the area in which I'm working. I'm leading the innovation department of the digital innovation business line. Our idea in this business line is trying to create new high added value solutions, allowing us to improve the value chain of our clients using enabled technologies. This is our strategy, and I think that is one of the most important points that I'm going to highlight during the presentation, and this is our innovation strategy. Usually we work with our colleagues from our business lines or with our colleagues, well, with our clients, trying to identify needs in the different business line in which we are working on. Our idea always in our strategy is trying to identify a specific need and trying to create a specific project, trying to solve this specific need. In the digital innovation department, we have experience in a lot of technologies. The technologies that we have in the slide that maybe the technologies in which we are more experts: industrial Internet of Things, big data, artificial vision, immersive technologies. So well, when we identify a need, we try to create a project to solve this need, and at the end, we always try to create solutions that could improve the catalog of the products and services of our business line. We try to have always a loop and trying to improve the services that we give to our clients, taking into account investment of innovation that we do with our projects. Well, as a consequence of this strategy, we have created a Industry X.0 platform in which we have developed several solutions. In the slide, we have around 7 solutions that we have created here in our innovation department. We try always to packetize these solutions in our platform to give them to our clients in an easy way. I'm not going to talk about all the solutions, but I'm going to try to highlight the solutions that I think that could be more interesting and always thinking about the energy intensive industry. Well, CISREN is a solution that we have created based on our innovation project. It's a solution based on the use of IoT and big data technologies, and the objectives of CISREN is a platform or is a tool that can be used to any kind of industrial plant to monitor all the variables that could influence in a project, and it's a solution very focused on real-time diagnosis, trying to know at any time what's happening in our industry. We have several features trying to improve the work of our operators, and in fact this solution is the solution that we are now using in the plants in which we have the operation and maintenance or the guarantee during the first years of the life of the plant. After CISREN, we have been working in Experience. This is a solution based on the use of immersive technologies. It's a solution in which we have received a Quality Innovation Award at world level, international level. It's an award that has been given to DSK, taking into account the innovation of this solution. It's a solution based on the use of immersive technologies, mainly virtual reality, but also augmented reality or mixed reality. And the idea is to have an immersive experience related to our plants. The objectives of these solutions are two. First of all, the monetization or supervising the plant on real time, have the possibility of walking through the plant and see what's happening in the plant. And the other objective is related to the learning or training process of our operators, giving the possibility of working with the plant before the plant has been built. Well, the main idea of Experience is to have a novel environment that can be that is interactive using virtual or augmented reality, and you have the possibility of walking through the plant, see how the plant is working on real time, manage documentation that could be exist about the different elements existing on the plant. And the solution has been built also through several investment from DSK on several innovation projects. For example, we have been starting working on the use of digital twin from the engineering process, and for example, now we are working on the 3D model of the plant to have the possibility of having a digital twin as built. Well, other solution is SysDrone. In this case, we have been working on the use of drones, trying to have automatic inspection of our plants. This is a solution that we have created and that we have validated in thermosolar plants and also in photovoltaic plants. And we have the ability of having the image from the drone. We have developed artificial intelligent algorithms able to determine in an automatic way the events or the alerts that are happening in a plant. And the last solution that I have selected to talk here is tracking. In this case, it's a solution in which we have do electrical design and development related to a tracker that could be used to monitor in real time how our processes are working in terms of logistics. So this is a solution based on the use of trackers to have a real-time monitoring and location. This is a solution that we have deployed a year ago, more or less, and it's a solution that we have used now in a lot of our projects, like a standard to guarantee that all the products or elements that we pack here arrives the destination in a good way. Well, as I said at the beginning of the presentation, these solutions are the result of several innovation projects. Only trying to give an idea of the kind of projects in which we are working now, I have selected 2 projects. The first project is a national project. It's a project in which we are the coordinators, and we are working with a consortia mainly of SMEs. And in this case, the idea is to work in a project trying to analyze how we can introduce robotics in our plants, trying to improve the operation and maintenance. The idea is to have robots like the robot that I have on the slide. Not well, we are not thinking about robotic machines. We are thinking about autonomous robots. And in the project, we are going to work in trying to create the collaborative robot system, because our idea is that several robots could collaborate in a specific plan to do a specific action related to the operation and maintenance of the plan. Our idea is to use all the data gathered by the robots to create an immersive environment, trying to evolve our experience solution with the data that could be acquired by a robot. We are going also to research about new kind of sensors that could be included in the robots. In this case, we are working on the use of cameras and artificial vision algorithms on the edge. And also we are working on a novel sensor related to the use of noise to identify anomalies, trying to use the robot as the way to move this sensor through the plant. And well, all these things could work in a good way if we have an efficient robotic inspection system. That is the last of the objectives that we have that we are going to address in this project. We are now by the end of the first year of the project, and it's a 3-year project. And the second one is the TrainFlex project. This project is a project very related with the topic of this workshop. It's a project that has been funded by the European Union through the Horizon Europe Research and Innovation Program. We are now at the very beginning of the project, because it's a 4-year project, and we are now by the month 6, I think. And well, the idea is to work in several tools related to digital technologies to work on the transformation of energy-intensive process industries in terms of energy, process, and feedstock. In this case, it's a consortia formed by 29 partners from 9 countries, as you can see in the slide. Is a very mixed project, because we are a lot of different companies with different objectives, different types of company, universities, technology centers, SMEs, large enterprise as our case, etc. And well, the project goals, or the main project goal, is to implement a digital retrofitting process to collect all the data related to the process that could be used to improve.
1 minute, Juan Luis.
Okay, I'm ending. I'm finishing. To improve the process, and the more important objective is to deploy a multi-engine system to have a decision support system to maximize the energy, the process, and the feedstock flexibility. The main characteristic of the project is that we are going to work in 5 different demo cases: in the glass industry, in the aluminium, in the water, in the copper, and also in the water industry. So we are going to validate our digital tools in these 5 demo cases. Well, only to conclude, I'm going to highlight again our strategy about identify needs, develop projects, and create solutions with the example related to Sysdrome, because we have been start with a need. We have been working in this case in 3 different project innovation, trying to address different challenges. And once we have resolved all the challenges, we have created the Sysdrome solution. Well, that's all from my side.
Thank you very much, Juan Luis. I think that it works the possibility of know all of your work, all of your experience and services and R&D projects, and I think it has been a really good presentation for inspire the rest of the attendance. Now it's time for the second presentation. María Cabo, the Managing Director of Pisa Proyectos de Innovación. María, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. I will try to share the slides.
Perfect.
Can you say it's okay? Perfect. Well, hello everybody. Good afternoon. My name is María Cabo and I work in Pisa. Pisa is a Spanish consultancy. We deal with research, development, and investment and efficiency projects. This afternoon, I would like to present you Metal Zero CO2. This is a national project we are carrying out. We will finish just in some days. It is supposed to be end now in April. And I would like to present it to you because I think it is interesting for the Ingenious grants. First of all, I will present you Pisa. As I told you, Pisa is a Spanish consultancy. We are located in Asturias, in the north of Spain. On the one hand, we work with companies, with enterprises, helping them with financial aids, mainly national, European, and international subsidies, public loans, and tax incentives. And additionally, we carry out technical work related to efficiency and energy management solutions. In terms of energy efficiency, we deal with, as I told you, with funding certs and energy saving certificates. We do the analysis of the savings, reduction of emissions, evaluation of constraints, definition of the strategy, processing of the application to success, and justification until collection. We also carry out energy audits, considering European standards. We do the energy optimization services, such as strategies, optimization of parameters, assistance in public sector tenders, and related to measurement and verification of savings. We follow international world protocols. We do the baseline calculation and some other works in the field related to the measurement of the consumption and to help firms in terms of savings and energy consumption savings. Talking to renewable energies, we do feasible analysis, strategic implementation plans, and management of warranties of origin. And at the end, we also deal with energy monitoring and management, with the outsourcing of energy management, definition of optimal scopes for monitoring, and other services related to the optimization. Metal Zero CO2 is a national project. It has funds from the National Minister of Industry. The main objective of the project is to develop an intelligent energy analysis system to move towards sustainability and decarbonization in the value chain of the metalworking sector. We are working in the project 8 partners. There are 2 industrial parts, Aliastur, which is a big company, and Faimasa, which is a SME. They work in the definition of problems with the use cases and system testing. We also have a IoT solution provider with Valentia. We have a technological center, which is CTME, Centro Tecnológico de Miranda de Ebro. And they develop the energy and emissions model with scenario simulation capacities for the system validation. Then we work, Pisa work in the definition of sustainability and decarbonization requirements to be controlled, such as energy and environmental elements of the process to be analyzed and proposals for improvement. We have the technical or technological partner, Talento, who is specialized in blockchain. So they work with the development of system intelligence and data processing model. And above all, there were 2 clusters coordinating the project, Meta Industry, who is the main partner, and we also have another region cluster specialized in the metalworking sector, which is Cebecil. And they deal with the coordination, analysis of results, and dissemination plan. Well, these are some of the energy management services that Pisa can work in. Okay, it's not specialized for this project, but it's just for you to know what we can do for Ingenious or other projects. Well, we develop predictive consumption models to control the consumption in terms of energy. We also build energy baselines. We monitoring and analyze consumptions. We measure and verify savings. And well, as I told you, all related to energy optimization of processes. Coming back to the project, we have different inputs for controlling and for just work in the intelligent energy analyzed system. We work with the equipment, with the environmental data, with IoT sensors. They develop blockchain algorithms, mathematical models. And well, above all, we really want to improve energy efficiency and reduce environmental impact by detecting anomalies and simulating scenarios that allow the development of proposals. Always trying to guarantee the immutability of the data collected. There were different multi-source data. Ones coming from existing meters, other from new specific meters installed in the companies, in the industries. We also work with production, enterprise resource and planning readings, loading forms, apps, and other external sources. With this data, we exploitate the information just to have the predictive anomaly detection, to simulate process optimization. Well, through blockchains, we build like the data security suitable for energy savings certifications market or CO2 trading. And
Maria, last minute.
Okay, just 1 minute. And we model the consumption and emissions. Well, these are the main results of the project. Okay, it has to do with the KPIs and general decarbonization targets, with the security, the availability of data, with the control of the emissions models, and I think the most important part is the new challenges related to this project, and that could be applied for the Ingenious grants. We think it can apply for the metalworking sector to other scopes of activity, such as welding, heat and surface treatments, energy-intensive industries, inside the metalworking sector or outside the metalworking sector, in the extractive sector, the chemical sector, the food sector, textile, paper, wood processing, different applications. And other uses are to expand the performance and capability of the system. We can expand them to increase the number of processes in the value chains. We can implement transversal modeling capabilities to generate synergies between links in the value chain. And we can also transversally extend information security processes covering the entire value chain. So these are some of the challenges related to the project that we think are interested to Ingenious. And that's all. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Maria. I think this is a really interesting. I'm very aligned with the spirit of Ingenious project. So I think this could be a good starting point for new projects in the incoming open call. Now it's time for third presentation. It's time for Elena Fernández from Icube. Elena is the business development manager of Icube, and Elena, the floor is yours. You are mute.
Sorry, I was mute. Can you see the presentation?
Perfect.
Okay, so well, I will be very quick, I hope. Our company, Icube, is a technology-based company dedicated to the valorization of innovative technologies and results of R&D. We are in Asturias, north of Spain, and I think we characterize ourselves by the integration of different technologies in such a way that developments are carried out according to the different clients. These are our services, but the most important thing, I think, is our philosophy. Our philosophy is based on continuous innovation in order to obtain the best results in each of the jobs we carried out. We have the ability to provide innovative solutions with a clear, effective adaptation to the needs of our clients. I will tell you about our services, but with these webinars about the energy-intensive industries, I can talk about our experience. The energy-intensive industries are very, very difficult to decarbonize, and this decarbonizing processes is the key to achieve the European Union net zero target. This is a considerable chunk of carbon to tackle, so Europe should deliver decarbonization innovation with the development of technology that may not have previously made it past the cutting room. Our vision and our experience is that this project have a wider real-world impact if we harness the resilience to create a cross-sector to help tackle the remaining bulk of European emissions. I'm talking about collaboration between companies, joint ventures, universities, research centers. in our projects in pilot plants, we have from the beginning to the end with our clients. And I think that we have to highlight that innovative technologies must be continued developed, but we must use that we have already now. I'll show you in the next 2 slides 2 projects, superficially, because we are lack of time. One is finished, that is Biome Plant, and the other that we are currently involved, that is Alma Green. It's very important for a naturally hard to electrify and therefore hard to abate sector, includes steel, cement, chemicals, long-haul road transport, maritime shipping and aviation, to study their future decarbonization projects in pilot plants, because they are massive industries. Bioplant is an investigation of biotechnological routes in a pilot plant to obtain biomaterials. The companies that are producers of organic waste were from agricultural, alimentary, steel companies, and of course, all these companies are a manufacturer or user of plastic too. So it's so important for them to minimize the carbon footprint. This is the structure of Biome Plant with 4 modules, but I think it's not for this presentation to explain in a brightly way the model of the plant. For me, the most important things are the results of this plant that is finished. This is the real plant that is located in ArcelorMittal installations in Avilés. That the result is was a bioplastic with a biopolymer to synthesize functional bioplastic. And this bioplastic has been used to wrap the products obtained in the manufacturing prior to the transportation. So not only the point is to decarbonize the processes, but to try to obtain a byproduct that can reduce your carbon footprint. As I told you, the flexibility and resilience of this project for us was very important, because in the second year of the project, the plant was moved from his location in Gijón to Avilés, that is 30 kilometers away. And then our clients decided that in the future, maybe they can use a part of this pilot plant to another pilot plant. So you can have a brand new pilot plant, but with things that you have used before. The second one is Alma Green. I'm sorry, but I can't give you a lot of images of this project, because it's a current project. So this is a project to establish, with the aim to establish the technological basis of a flexible recoverable system from production and storage of renewable energy. The value chain of the proposal is based on a power-to-X process with the production of hydrogen from renewable energy through water electrolysis, and is so concerned used in waste recovery processes for the production of other energy vector on renewable fuel. And in parallel, you have the integration of that syngas fermentation for the gasification of waste or churn from pyrolyzer that is proposed. This is the only images that I can share with you. I'm sorry. This cube is the part that Icube has built, and it's you can transport it to another pilot plant. It has 2 PCS filters, 1 activated carbon filter, 1 zeolite filter, and 1 compression system. I think that the most important thing overall, pilot plants are important tool for the study for the feasibility of reusing energy resources, because they provide a way to test the new technologies and processes on a small scale before committing a full-scale production. You have seen both plants have been developed in order to obtain biofuels. And at this point, I say that advantages of combining different technologies will be the best way to decarbonize electricity industries. I will say that we are fully agreed that much of the said about decarbonization and energy independence through hydrogen, but the reality is that we have biofuels within our reach. It's a mature technology, available, tested, and compatible with existing transport and distribution system, which is totally unused. I hope there's no politicians in this webinar, but nowadays it's a biofuel, and especially biomethane, and not hydrogen, the renewable gas that we see in our clients that is most important for their industries. The biofuels are renewable gas that present the greatest and immediate opportunity for decarbonization, both for Spain and for the rest of Europe. In the experience of Icube, we have also developing some project with the Canary Island Technological Institute that will obtain ammonia for maritime transport. So this is important not to center only in a fuel, but to use a combination of technologies, some fuels, and learn about innovation in energy-intensive industries. And that's all, Ramon. 9 minutes, 30 seconds.
Thank you very much.
Thanks to you,
Elena, for your presentation and for your time, and for sharing with us your experience and your projects. Now, last but not least, our fourth presentation, and it's time for Víctor Martínez, R&D manager of Idesa. Víctor, thank you very much for coming, and the floor is yours.
You are mute.
You are mute, Víctor.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, José Ramón. Thank you for the invitation to this webinar. Well, I will try to show you in a summary, very fast, our company. We are devoted to the design and manufacturing of capital goods for the energy industry. This year we celebrate our 30th anniversary. We are a relative young company that at present has about 250 employees with an annual turnover of 65 million euros, with a big international presence, because more than 80% of our income is for exportation. And we are located here in Asturias, in the north of Spain, where we have our main workshops and our headquarters. The workshops are located in Avilés, and the main headquarters are in Gijón. Our company has three main business lines. The first is the pressure vessel manufacturing, which is focused on the oil and gas business, and more recently in the renewable energies. Second business stream is the marine energy. We manufacture since 10 years ago foundations for offshore wind farms, and also for offshore oil and gas facilities such as FPSO or FLNGs. And we have a third line which is dedicated for field services, mainly for turnarounds in oil and gas facilities. Well, here there are some pictures of the type of components that we manufacture. In the last years, we are specializing big components of also big complexity. For example, here you see components for refineries such as FCK units, FCC reactors, which are the heart of a refinery, coke drums. And more recently, in the last 2-3 years, we entered in the sector of new vector energies such as hydrogen, green hydrogen. The first big storage tanks for an industrial plant here in Spain were manufactured by our company, for Iberdrola. And here in the picture, you see in the bottom right photograph, the biggest storage tanks for carbon capture plant in Norway. And we supplied recently 18 tanks of this type for 2 plants in Norway. The other main business stream is the marine energy business, which is more focused in foundations for offshore wind. Here we work in joint venture with our sister company that belongs to the same industrial group, Grupo Daniel Alonso. We work with Windar in the fabrication of foundations such as monopiles and transition pieces for marine wind farms. Well, after this short introduction of our company, what we would like to show you is our experience in a European R&D project, which is the Penelope project, that we are one of the 4 pilot lines of this project, of this consortium, to implement technologies related with automatization and digitalization of the industry. No? So the main goal of this project is the process automatization of our factory to increase the efficiency in our sector. As I said, we are one of the 4 pilot lines. The other 3 pilot lines are a shipyard in Germany, an aeronautical company in Netherlands, and a bus manufacturing company in Belgium. This consortium called Penelope is led by IMEN. IMEN is a technology center here in Spain, in Galicia, in the region of Galicia, and is formed by 31 entities, private companies such as us, technology centers, universities that belong to 11 different countries. Here, what is represented in the slide is the constellation of entities that are working with us in this in the tasks that are reflected. In total, there are 12 different entities which are focused on 8 activities in the project. And here, well, in order to comply with the time frame, I'm going to explain briefly 4 of them of these activities. The first one is about simulation of our rolling process. One of the first process that we have in our production is rolling of plates to form the shell of the pressure vessel or of the foundation that we manufacture. This is at present a manual process. And we are performing here a simulation with finite element analysis supported by Tecnalia, another technology center here in Spain, to obtain deeper analysis of 3D rolling, to have a more accurate knowledge about the process parameters, and to predict the distortion and the stresses that are produced in the cans after rolling the plate. No, this the main goal here is to reduce time, to predict how the rolling has to be performed, to reduce time in these tasks, because for serial production of multiple units, it could be a bottleneck in our production line. The second task that I showed you is about the online monitoring of submariner welding. Here we are working with IMEN and V2I. V2I is a company from Belgium that has a system for online monitoring of welding, but with for flux coral welding, for a different process than the submariner welding. Submariner welding is the main welding process that we have in our facilities, and has several challenges to adapt this system, because as you can see in the video, the weld pool is covered by a flux that makes more difficult to have an image of the weld pool during the welding and predict if there could be any defect that could be detected online. So well, here we are working with these two companies to adapt this system to our particular process, using different sensors, infrared cameras, profilometers, etc. Another activity here, this is made with IMEN and with Virtec. Virtec is a Canadian company that has an office in Germany, and they are adapting a projector, a tool, which is able to project over our vessels the location of the attachments of the vessel. Sorry, this is another slide.
2 minutes, Victor.
You see the video? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why. If I try to stop the video, it moves to the next slide. Well, the main goal here is to project the elements that you see here in this 3D model over the surface of the component. Here, the main challenge is to make a scanning of the actual geometry of the vessel, because the vessel could be deformed due to the process fabrication, their own oath. So you have to adapt the real shape and dimensions of the component to the nominal one that we have in the 3D. Make this conversion and project correctly, considering these distortions over the vessel. No? So, well, the first trials that we have made with this projector, with this technology, are were good, and we are confident that we can have implemented later in our workshop. And well, here the last one is the implementation of a augmented reality tool, which is this goggles with voice assistant software that permits to our, in this case, it's a quality control inspector, which is performing a final inspection and dimensional control of a pressure vessel. And he can perform the work, and at the same time is reporting by voice the values obtained during this inspection. The software records each of the parameters and is able to issue at the end a report including these values which are reported by the operator. In this case, this is a software and system which is developed by a Polish company called TTPSC that well belongs also to the consortium. And that's all. Okay. Thank you for your attention, and I hope this could be of your interest.
Thank you very much, Victor. Thank you very much to all of the presenters or the 4 companies. I think we have, despite we have exceeded the planned time for the workshop. I think that it has been a really interesting workshop with 4 inspirational presentations for new submissions of new applications for the incoming open call of Ingenious with these 4 examples. And I don't know if someone have any question, despite we are out of time, or no. If not, we are the main contact for all the companies. If you want to put in touch with any of them, we can contact us, Azucena or with me, and we can give you the contact details of any of the presenters. I think that for today it's all. Next Thursday we will have the 7th workshop of Ingenious, named Towards a Safer and More Efficient Energy Transition and to Ensure the Energy Supply. We will send you the link and the invitation for this workshop with all new 3 interesting presentations. And if you probably tomorrow we will have upload this video of this presentation in our channel. Thank you very much for your attendance. Thank you very much for your participation of all of the presenters, and we will see you this week. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Goodbye.
you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.